because this nigga is full of antics, but I'm entertained. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big Draco, you know what I'm saying? King Soulja Boy, I don't know if that's his name, but I'm putting it that. You know what I'm saying? King Soulja Boy ain't fucking with Kanye, nigga.
Nope. Not
you know
in the slightest.
Oh, wait, let me quote him. He ain't fucking with bitch ass Kanye.
P.O.P. Hold it down.
That nigga was tight that he laid a verse for Kanye.
The show's ready when you're ready. It's recording.
And we're back, bitches. HID Boyz in HD coming back to you with another episode. You feel me? On this wonderful day. You see the sun outside. It ain't raining this time. You know what I'm saying? I'll be your host, Quan, aka Genghis Quan, aka Quan Wick. You know what I'm saying? Doing it again, the overweight lover. You know what I'm saying? With a little bit of belly blubber. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm across from my other co-host.
You know what it is. It's your main man, the unstoppable Bloodbath, back again in the kitchen. You heard from our co-host, Quan Cena himself.
Quan Cena. I should have seen that coming.
You should,
but I couldn't see it. And your time is now.
Yeah, this is the Whole Dumb podcast where we talk hip hop, battle rap culture as a whole. It's a lot going on in battle rap right now. Honestly, there's a lot of events because like today, the day we're recording, there is a whole RBE event with Charlie Clips versus Big K.
Shout out ARP. Do you believe?
Smack just had Civil War a couple days ago, so we waiting for that to drop on the app.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got Summer Madness. Well, not Summer Madness. They had Born Legacy as well the other day.
Don DeMarco.
There's so many events going on. Honestly, you just be on the lookout for our recaps, y'all. You be on the lookout.
And shit like that.
Anyway, the show's broken up into a couple parts. You got hip hop shenanigans. Then we got the actual battle review.
What you dig?
And then we got Artist of the Week. So we're going to kick off because we got a good bit of news. Good bit of news this week. So we're going to kick off into hip hop shenanigans, Quan's favorite part of the show.
You know what I'm going to shout out to my co-host right here who found the news articles because, I leave it to him to find this shit because if I find some shit and I'm willing to talk about it, if he don't want to talk about it, I'm going to be sitting there talking to myself. I don't know if y'all want to deal with that. And then also, it was kind of looking slow for a second. Like, I was like, what the fuck are we going to talk about except for stupid shit or, I ain't going to say his name no more. I ain't gonna lie, we need to have like not a hall of shame, but just like a list of topics / niggas that we like when they officially move towards we're not talking about them no more. We need to like have a list of them because I'm gonna say his name. Fuck it, Boozy Badass. Officially today, I feel like he moved towards we're not talking about him no more because it's getting too much. You know what I'm saying?
It's been too much.
It's been too much, but I feel like the Instagram shit I gave a pass because like he was just being a nigga and. It wasn't like being dangerous. Like it wasn't like Kodak Black dangerous level nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it was enough to get his shit deleted. But it was like more laughable. But now it seemed like I'm being really aware that he's so caught up in gay shit and talking about gay people and having beef with Lil Nas X that it's like, all right, I don't want to talk about him no more. Because like, literally, it's the funniest thing ever. I'm gonna just quote the tweet that I saw. Somebody saying. Funny how Lil Boozy Badass wakes up into the ash crack of dawn to get mad about Lil Nas X and talk about him sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk about him no more. I'm done. Like, so he's officially moved on. He's there with 6ix9ine, academics, you know what I'm saying, Tory Lanez, all kind of other niggas that we refuse to talk about because it's just getting too much antics at this point. Yeah. And it's also like, because we talk about antics all the time. So I ain't trying to say that, but it be when the antics aren't funny at a certain point. It's like, it's funny to us because we can laugh about anything, but it's like at a certain point, you're embarrassing yourself. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of that, we can move to our first one because this nigga is full of antics, but I'm entertained. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big Draco, you know what I'm saying? King Soulja Boy, I don't know if that's his name, but I'm putting it that. You know what I'm saying? King Soulja Boy ain't fucking with Kanye, nigga.
Nope. Not in the slightest.
Oh, wait, let me quote him. He ain't fucking with bitch ass Kanye. That nigga was tight that he laid a verse for Kanye, and that nigga didn't even use the shit. Wasted that nigga time.
Soulja Boy went off on multiple rants.
Multiple rants, boy.
calling us Kanye a weirdo, calling him, like you said, a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, bro. He's like, cause I remember. I read all the rants because I was very invested in this story. He's like, dog, this nigga act like I have nothing better to do. I was working on my own album. I put time aside to help you with your shit. He ain't even used my verse,
Bro. Hey, let's see. On Wednesday, September 1st, he was on Instagram accusing Ye of basically stealing from him. A quote: "I got my whole career I'm working on." He said that he was rolling a blunt. Bitch ass nigga, 2 #1 songs. Fuck Kanye, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? You a bitch. On God. I know the real you. When I was 16 years old, when you first signed to Jay-Z, you was walking around with a backpack going, lame as fuck. Before Yeezy, before Nike, before Adidas, when you first got signed, I know the real you. We all know that. That nigga's not a secret. That nigga, yo, Soulja Boy is just pissed off because his verse wasn't used, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, see, there's a lot of Kanye, like, dick grabbing out there, and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, because you can feel what you want to feel about Donda, but I feel like niggas hear it one time and automatically want to put it in classic stages, and the only niggas I feel like I hear give it, like, the actual credit it deserves, or be like, it's cool, or it's whatever, is niggas that don't benefit from sucking Kanye's dick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like the Breakfast Club would be like, you know, the album was cool. It wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? But other niggas would be like, yo, it's great. I've seen mad blogs. Even some niggas I follow would be like, yo, when Playboy Cardi and Kanye get together, they bring the best out of each other. And I haven't listened to the album. We haven't listened to Donda. And I don't plan to, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, whatever.
Same.
I make my choice. I
don't support Kanye.
Yeah, at this point. I don't. But and shit, points to go. I don't want to say like it's a new thing, but at the Dead End Studios, they was playing the song, and I did hear Cardi's voice, so I'm assuming that was the Cardi and Kanye collab. And respectfully, that song sounded like ass. So I was just like, okay, I had a hunch that niggas was dick sucking when it come to Kanye shit, but I was like, you know what? Maybe he put out some good shit because he's good for good vibes. It may not be crazy bars no more. Like, I feel like we're far removed from the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy quality level music, but for niggas to be like, oh, they bring the best out of each other, and then I'm hearing the Cardi, and I'm just like, it sounds like regular Cardi on a trash beat, and that don't work. Cardi needs at least a decent beat, because when he does his shit, niggas like us ain't gonna get it. We might not even be able to interpret what the fuck he's saying.
I don't know what he be saying, but it sounds fun. It sounds fun.
The vibe be there, so I fucks with it. And I don't mind it. But when the beat is not fire, that's a hindrance, bro. That's terrible. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like Designer. You can't put Designer on a bad beat. It's not gonna work.
It's you wasting your time.
Put Designer on the Griselda beat. You know how terrible that. I will convert to pop. I will listen to Dua Lipa every day so fast.
Yeah,
try me, nigga. I'll be up in here reviewing Taylor Swift. Fucking try me. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kanye got Big Draco mad.
Yeah, Soulja Boy is fed up with that nigga. Soulja Boy said he would slap him. Like, Soulja Boy is threatening physical violence multiple times
because he knows the real him.
And then at the end of it, this all ended with Soulja Boy dropping his album. Did you know he dropped his new album? Let me look at what it's called.
That I did not know.
Yeah,
that I did
Soulja
not
Boy
know.
said, "I'm going to finish this off with my new shit."
Isn't it is a Swag Part 4 or some shit like that? Swag 4. Hey, he got swag for that ass. Kanye, you better watch out, nigga. Nigga, Big Draco trying to go for album of the year, nigga. You fucked up.
Draco not the one to play with.
You know what I'm saying? You dropped your album around the same time as Soulja Boy. You done fucked up, boy. That nigga about to fuck up your streams. Then you better watch out for Big Draco.
You really should.
You know what I mean? That nigga will drop a video game on your ass. You better relax. You know that nigga owns Atari.
That's a perfect callback to Dead End Gaming. We covered that story like 2 weeks ago. Soulja Boy, it's like what's crazy, bro. I talked about him on Dead End Gaming, and then the next week, and we talking about him beefing with Kanye. It's like Soulja Boy, he stays relevant.
Yes, and I respect it because, like I said, there's some niggas we don't talk about because the antics are getting too much, but they don't be funny. Soulja Boy's antics are funny every time. I feel like he's only getting better.
Only part of the video game was funny. The Atari part was funny.
Yeah,
that part was funny. The other part about him like harassing those women for giving his console bad reviews, that part wasn't funny.
Oh, see, that part I was unaware of. See, so I'm about to be educated.
You must have missed that part because that was like the first part we talked about was Soulja Boy's new console. His management team tried to send it to these women to review. They were like black women who review games and stuff.
Oh, and they told the truth.
Yes. So then
niggas don't like that shit.
So then there was like, yeah, they Soulja Boy and them sent these to us, and then Draco was like, bitch, I ain't sent you shit. Like going off on them, sending his fans at them. But it was like, we have receipts from where your manager tried to send them to us stuff.
See, I feel like the problem is like, I feel like Soulja Boy would be ready to like call receipts out of niggas because when he was mad at Kanye, he showed receipts of like him having conversations with Kanye and shit. And I feel like he'd be forgetting that niggas can do that to him too.
It's the problem with Soulja Boy though, like the biggest issue I have.
Because that wasn't cool.
No, it's not. His problems really begin and end with women. Because like whenever he's beefing with niggas, it's funny.
Yeah.
But with women, his feuds always go crazy. Because I remember like, I don't know if you remember last year, there was a story about him beating that girl up last year. Like apparently she was like his assistant, like
too. Damn!
And she turned into his girlfriend, and then he like beat her up and stuff, and like taking money from her.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like niggas, there gotta be some kind of underground firm that just got popping this year, and they literally handle domestic shit. Cause I feel like niggas are still doing domestic bullshit.
Oh yeah,
that shit is not getting the level that it needs to.
Those stories get buried quick, just
you know
like how. Nobody talks about Lil Uzi pistol whipping his girlfriend like 2 months ago.
Bro, I was like, did that shit that happen or not, my nigga? It wasn't there was some freaking St. John was involved. Not saying he hurt nobody, but I think it was like he was like involved, like maybe him and Uzi was sharing the same chick or something. And like definitely, I remember a woman getting pistol whipped, and it was just like forgotten about. It was like forgotten. It was like next thing you know, it was like. It's like, oh shoot, Uzi changed his hair back to black.
Yeah, like niggas just act like JT. That shit didn't happen like 2 days later. Like what?
Like it's more than a few stories.
Yeah.
It's more than a few. I don't even want to say name because that's real. Like it's real. That's not even shit to joke about.
Yeah,
but like
that wasn't even what we came here to talk about.
Yeah, at all. But like
just mentioning, like,
I'm really feeling like that. There's like because you like when that shit happened, usually like that should be going out, and then everybody, especially we're in the era of canceling, like that shit automatically like you're done. Like you are in trouble when that shit happens. But it seems like niggas still doing the bullshit, but I guess they found the right publicist to like have that shit under wraps, or you know, maybe they put their pride to the side and stop trying to be like, nigga, I ain't about to give this chick 100,000 just to. I don't know, but these stories go, they get published a little bit and then they do not spread like they need to.
No, but something that is spreading is Drake's
coronavirus.
Album. Okay, that as well. That's also spreading. Wear your mask.
Yeah.
Get vaccinated.
Please do.
Stay your ass inside.
Please do, right? I'm gonna say it again. I'm sorry, because we in the Atlanta area, so niggas that are out here know the vibes. Please wear your mask, my nigga. Y'all niggas are starting to like actually not give a fuck about space no more, my nigga. I just came from a chicken spot, and when I tell you, there was like three people like behind me, like next to me while I was making the order. You're not even in line at this point. Like get thee behind me, my nigga. I'm trying to get my shit. Get away from me. I'm sorry, yo. Before the pandemic, I don't know you, nigga. Do not be. Why are you in my space? I know I smell good, but please, jeez, continue.
I was trying to say that Drake's album was spreading because Certified Lover Boy has broken Apple's record for most streams in one day.
First of all, that nigga petty as shit because he definitely waited for Kanye to drop a record-breaking album just to come back and be like, rest in peace. He Kobe that nigga. He was like, how many records can be broken? More records.
Yeah, dog.
That's what. That's you know what? That should be the code name for that album. Instead of More Life, More Records. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Kanye thought it was coming through with Donda, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said, hey, more records.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And also, we haven't listened to CLB either.
I haven't listened. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna give it a try.
And it just dropped. I don't listen to shit just because niggas say listen to shit. I listen to it and I want to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it digests better. When you listen to shit and niggas be like, yo, it's time to listen to shit, like it don't feel, because it feels forced.
Yeah.
But if I'm just riding around and I'm like, you know what, I feel like listening to some new Drake, it hits the way it's supposed to hit. So, but shout out to Drake. I know I'm gonna listen to that. I don't feel like listening. I'm probably not gonna listen to Donda. I'm gonna listen to Drake though.
will this hinder you from listening to the Drake's album? Because apparently R. Kelly has credits on one of the songs on the album.
Now, okay, I have a question. With R. Kelly having his credits, is it because he sampled an Aaliyah song that R. Kelly wrote? So technically, like, you kind of have to put his name on there? Because niggas forget, like, shout out to Aaliyah getting her music on, rest in peace, getting her music on streaming platforms now. And Drake has always been an avid Aaliyah fan and supporter and whatnot. But
it's because
her early work was written by
it was
and produced by
but
Kelly.
The song is called TSU, and it's because he sampled a chopped and screwed version of Your Body's Calling, which is from 12 Play.
Okay,
and we all know if you sample R. Kelly, that's basically his song.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he be winning all that shit.
So it's like it's just kind of a horrible time to sample R. Kelly because he's also in the middle of his trial. So people are learning even more evil things about R. Kelly.
Yeah, it never ends. The rabbit hole never ends with that nigga.
Yeah, so it's like,
it's really bad timing. It's really bad timing. But here's where some of my real niggadom is gonna stop, and I'm gonna be a bitch ass nigga. I'm admit it. I'm gonna be biased, and that's only because that's on TSU. For those that are avid Drake fans and listen to his leaked shit, it's a song that was originally called "Not Around," and I've listened to that song many times, and I've grown a liking to it. So I'm probably gonna still listen to it when it's on the album, and that does fuck it up a little bit, especially since that song is, because he could make that song and it could be like without hearing the song, it could be like a lyrical song, it could be a 5 a.m. type shit, but it's not. It's one of those girl songs. It's one of them songs where he's literally, how like in the show Insecure, when it was like, oh, you a big Drake fan, and she was just like, he really gets us. It's one of those songs. Like, he's literally talking about TSU ladies, you know what I'm saying, college girl, you know what I mean? So it's weird to sample R. Kelly for that song. And the song ain't so old that he didn't know what R. Kelly was R. Kelly when you know what I'm saying? So
he knew what he was doing.
I don't know if 40 just went crazy with the sample and didn't tell a nigga. I don't know. But
everybody knows Your Body's Calling.
Everybody knows Your Body's Calling. Everybody knows. I will say when I heard the song, I didn't recognize the sample. It just sounds airy. But
now that you know, like, you know what? That is R. Kelly on that sample.
Shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
It changes things.
I'm gonna try to ignore it. Try to ignore it, but I was excited to have that song on there, and now I'm not excited no more.
Because now, like we just mentioned, the album is breaking streaming records, which means R. Kelly is getting money, all kinds of money right now.
From that shit. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put it like this. I don't agree with it. Drake, just do not shoot a video for that song, please. Please do not make that song a single. Do not make that song a single. I'm just gonna consider it. The song has been sitting around for a minute. It was a full song, even as a leak, so it was already like, done up and everything. Cool, but don't make it because Drake, one of the best streamers of our time. If he makes that shit a single, it's gonna go platinum automatically. He could not throw $1 into it; it'll go platinum. And that means R. Kelly, a freaking rapist, and amongst other things, will have a platinum plaque in this day and time where he should have nothing but platinum shackles. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fuck with that. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, the real nigga gotta come back for 1 second, all right? Because if we can have Benny the Butcher sacrifice his wonderful ass song with Rick Ross because of sample clearance issues and shit, that nigga could have found another fucking sample for that beat and escape this shit, okay? Because like I said, I didn't even recognize the sample. It just sounds airy. It sounds like airy, good melody, whatever. Nigga could have easily could have kept the skeleton of the beat, just changed the pad, could have made it original, could have did anything. Could have avoided this.
Do you think that they will make that change over time?
I really hope so, but I probably doubt it, because if niggas was gonna do that, it would have happened already, because we was already waiting on this album for a minute. And I don't know if you know, because you're not a Drake stan like me. I have at least listened to that. You remember when I was working, I was listening to the leaked song in the booth at my job. So that means that song has been out for almost if not a year, at least a good 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
At least. So they had plenty of time to fix that shit. And I'm pretty sure, you know, with Drake, big commodity, even if it's a leaked song, I'm sure niggas is doing the legalities on every beat, every song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't done last minute. You know what I'm saying? So that shit could have been avoided, but I'm sure nobody's gonna care because at least it's not one of those like songs where it's like it's sampled and you hear the sample and it's like it's not like a hitmaker joint.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a hitmaker joint with R. Kelly, because hitmaker the song will sound fire and then it makes you want to listen to the original.
Mm-hmm.
This one is just sounds like a good beat and it happened to sample that. So this is stress.
You seem real conflicted right now.
I'm very conflicted. I'm very conflicted because I'm definitely on here all the time saying that I can't say I stand for what I stand for and do certain shit. But this one's tough. I ain't gonna hold you. This one's rough.
Everybody's a hypocrite in their own way.
Yeah, but shit getting rough. Because I'll tell you right now, I don't listen to Tory Lanez, but I am waiting for that verdict because I miss Tory Lanez a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. Because he ain't letting this shit phase him. At least his work output, he ain't letting this shit phase him at all. He having fun. It looked like he making good music. You know what I'm saying? When I do hear little snippets. He had time to have a battle with Cassidy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Speaking of niggas who about to battle, Fat Joe and Ja Rule have been announced as the next verses.
I just want to know which one of them gets to play New York. Actually, I think I know which one because technically it's Ja Rule's song, but I fuck with it. They're both people that are very hit based. I will say I do feel like Ja Rule's gonna win because Fat Joe has hits on hits, but Ja Rule definitely has like hits that like Fat Joe can have platinum hits.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Rule has quadruple platinum hits. Like
the real star of the show here is going to be Ashanti.
See, that's why I don't fuck with you, but I fuck with you because I just thought about that too. Because what's love?
Ashanti gonna be carrying both these niggas' performances on her back.
Hey, this is about to be Ashanti versus all over again.
Exactly. They might as well have they two chairs on the sides and her chair in the middle. It's like clearly she's important to both of their careers.
This is gonna be like Brandy and Monica, except this is the singer is mine. She gonna just be in the middle. It's like whenever the song come on, she's like, all right, I guess I'm going to Joe's side.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, all right, I guess I'm going to Fat Joe. You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna be a good showing. It's a good battle because both of them niggas they wanted Fat Joe and Ja to go against 50. 50 said he ain't doing no verses with nobody. It's understandable.
50 wouldn't win. It's like 50 had hits, but 50's music didn't age very well. So like with modern ears, it wouldn't be as fun of a versus. That's all I'm saying. I'm not discrediting 50's hits and his influence.
I feel
but if you go back and listen to 50 stuff with like modern ears.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm one of the only niggas that still listen to like G Unit shit because I remember what I felt at that time and how I felt, and I still like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand, but like with modern ears, if they did a 50 versus Ja Rule versus, them Ja Rule hits would go.
Like put it this way, you can have two artists, have one person sample or remake a Ja Rule song or hit, and have somebody remake a 50 Cent hit. The Ja Rule one's gonna have more nostalgia. It's gonna hit better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hit better, probably sound better, all that. Whereas like the 50 joint is it's gonna be cool. You might even get a 50 feature on there, but the Ja Rule joint is gonna be like
honestly, bro,
that's gonna be something.
If you trying to make a hit, you would want to sample Ja Rule. Yeah. If you trying to make a drill joint, sure, go ahead and sample In the Club. Yeah, why not?
First of all, that's a really weird sample to choose because I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't even know how to make that shit work.
Like if you want to make something local to New York, go ahead and sample 50. But if you want to make a big international hit, you probably would have to sample Ja Rule. In my opinion,
like Hitmaker would remake a Ja Rule song.
Yeah,
I don't think he would try to remake a 50 Cent song, even if it is Candy Shop.
Unless it was something like Candy Shop.
Even Candy Shop, I don't think he would try. He's like, I don't know what to do with them strings, nigga. He's like, the fuck am I supposed to do with strings, nigga? You know what I mean? I do pianos, nigga. But strings? No, nigga. Yeah. Where's the R&B in that? That song's too sexy. I can't do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But yeah, that's gonna be a good. And you know, Fat Joe and Ja Rule get along. Yeah, they're good friends. So
they ain't got no beef. It's gonna be one of those fun verses. Yeah. Which I'm cool with fun verses. Yeah. Like Soulja Boy and Bow Wow was one of the best verses I ever watched. That was very entertaining.
For sure. And I'll be glad to see Fat Joe, because Fat Joe is actually a fun guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be, he gonna be. You know, I just want to see how excited he gets when he plays the Rihanna joint he got.
Mm-hmm.
Because that joint is a bop. Like even if you don't listen to Fat Joe, like when that joint comes on, just because of the references in it, just because of the samples in it, you gotta feel it. You know what I mean? So I'm with it. I'm with that for sure.
All right. Now, would you say that you're with non-rappers making rap albums or even attempting to rap after they've been a public figure for other things for a long time?
On one hand, I want to say that I'm not, but I also can't be a Drake fan and say that, because some niggas can argue.
He was an actor first. For a long time.
Even if he did rap on the show, he was definitely an actor first. So, you know.
Speaking of actors first, though, Idris Elba, he dropped a Daily Duppy freestyle.
Daily Duppy.
I have seen clips from him rapping, like a video, like a video coming out, because he's hosting an award show soon. So it's like this was like one of his promos, like him doing his rapping.
Okay, it makes a little sense now.
But like I know he's been involved in music for a while.
Yeah, he actually had taken a break. I remember he was actually getting a little name for rapping. Like I think he had not an alter ego, but he had a different name and everything. But he was respected. Like niggas was like, nah, he can actually rap. But I guess he had taken a little break. You know, too busy making all that movie money. Yeah. But I guess he was like back at it, nigga.
I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe if I listened to it more, I wouldn't be as confused by it. But I just don't understand why every black person
wants to rap
at one point in their life says, I gotta at least say I tried.
Yeah.
I have to.
I'm not against it, but I am a little confused at that, because like he's like, don't, and I hate to say, you know, I don't want to make hip hop like as a young sport or whatever, but he's only getting older. He's had gray hairs for a minute. I don't know why he's picking up the mic again. And also for niggas like us, like I'll admit, it does feel weird when I listen to raps and they have an accent from somewhere else. It is distracting. I'm just now, even with all my drill music, I'm just now getting to the point of being okay with listening to some UK like drill rappers.
I can't do it.
Like to this, I'm a Drake fan, and they have the Heady One freestyle. I didn't listen to that more than twice, because just cool, Drake is cool on there, but then when Heady One comes on there, I'm just like, I gotta get used to the you know what I'm saying, the accent, like and that's my bad. It's not say on the quality of the music, because they be doing their shit. Yeah, but you know, it's American ignorance.
Yeah, they're very. The only time I listen to like rappers from other countries is like when I was watching Don't Flop battles. Yeah, Don't Flop, the like British Battle Rap League. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Them, or I guess you could say King of the Dot as well, because people in Canada sound a little different than Americans. But Don't Flop, all of them was British as hell.
For sure. And side note, shout out to Lady Lashar, because she was one of the few people that I would hear like before the drill shit. When she used to come with her freestyles and they would get mad views. And she was like fire with like the punchlines and shit, even with her accent. I used to fuck with her shit. You know what I'm saying? Right, shout out Lady Lashar.
So, another non-original rapper who's getting into the music scene, Usain Bolt.
He's running this shit, huh?
I see what you did there. Dropped his debut dancehall album called Country Youths.
I feel like he's moving a little too fast. He's speeding, if you will. I haven't listened to it, but I might give it a chance, because something about the cover of it just makes me feel like it could be something, because it doesn't feel like he's doing too much. It just feels like he's having fun with it, and I think he's doing it with somebody else.
Yeah, which means he's doing it with his best friend NJ.
Oh, best friend. I thought it was like an actual artist that I just wasn't aware of, so I could have felt a little better about him being coached. No. But if it's his best friend, what's his best friend going to do? But no, I'm not going to do your album that you're probably going to pay me handsomely for, so I can make this money and you just make a bad decision musically, but I still make money off of. Like, no.
I'm more open to listening to his dancehall album than I am to listening to Idris's raps.
Hey, that nigga can tell you about making that movie money, son. They could tell you like, nigga, I'm still spending suicide squad money, nigga. I'm still spending money from the wire.
I hope it don't sound like
Don't
that.
try us. It don't sound like that. I'm telling you, he's better than that. He is a decent rapper. At least from what I heard. From what I heard, he's gotten respect. So
yeah,
but,
I hope the country youth is decent. I will give it a listen.
Yeah.
I will give Usain Bolt's Dancehall album a listen.
Yeah, I feel like not every person. Let me scratch that. Not every person, but once in a while, you know, the people that don't make music but decide to make music, give them a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a little chance. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be fire. It could be something. Speaking of that, actually, another side note, Leon Thomas, who's an actor, people in our age probably know him from being the black guy from Victorious. I'll send him a little shout out right now. Check out his music. He actually has some writing credits on CLB, Drake's album, and I think I heard he dropped an EP like in 2018, and from listening to it, it sounded great. It sounded like awesome, like good music. So, you know, it's not always bad when somebody that isn't known for singing, but known for something else, you know, steps into the music world.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, shout out to Leon Thomas. But, you know, hopefully Usain Bolt does his thing. Hopefully his best friend is not just a yes man. And, you know, we can get some quality music from one of the fastest men in our generation.
I feel you on that. Now, I have one question for you, Quan.
What it do?
When you think of summertime songs, what type of songs pop in your head?
Tribute songs to our dead homies, apparently. Apparently.
Okay.
Wait till I hear this bullshit. I ain't gonna this one is some bullshit, bro. This shit is some bullshit right here.
Okay, so apparently your description of summertime songs is also what Billboard was thinking. So Billboard put out a list of the greatest all-time songs of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And they listed Puff Daddy's I'll Be Missing You as number one.
The number one song of the summer.
Yes, of all time song of the summer.
Is is this Billboard all around, or is it just Chicago or just Atlanta or just places where niggas die in the summertime?
This is what Billboard said. I don't know why they made this list, but if you want to know their top three, number two was Brandy and Monica's "The Boy Is Mine." That's another song you don't think of in the summertime.
Niggas is stressed in these summertime.
Number three was Bobby Lewis, "Tossing and Turning."
So you mean so it sounds like if you just take these songs, it sounds like American summertime is losing your homies, cheating on your girl, and losing sleep.
Exactly. So
nigga, summertime is depression, nigga.
When I was first reading the article, y'all, I couldn't figure out why they thought this, but then when I looked more into it, they said that when I'll Be Missing You came out, it was the number one on Billboard for 11 weeks.
11 weeks straight.
And Biggie had passed on the 9th of March.
On March 9th.
So
97?
Yeah, it was 97. Yeah. So
rest in peace.
What it seems like is this song dropped during summer, and it was over that 11 weeks of summertime, it was number one. So I think that's the reasoning.
Yeah, you know,
that's why it was the greatest all-time.
You know, it took a few months for Diddy to get clearance on that song that he was gonna sing word for word, damn near tributing his homie.
Yeah, I don't understand how he gets so much credit for just doing a cover song, but
it's because he knows. I'll give him credit for this, and you can get credit for little things like this, right? Mm-hmm. It's how to take something that isn't hip hop and make it hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, right? This might go a little deep, but I'll try to make it shallow, right? So there's a classic Houston freestyle, right? That is sampled or taken. The beat is taken from a Crisscross song, right? Now, Crisscross, the producer was JD, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you listen to that beat is groovy as shit. Like, it's going to sound like some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? You can understand why Houston niggas rapping on it, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, DJ Screw. Houston rappers rapping on that beat for DJ Screw's birthday, it can become a classic because it was a groovy beat. Mm-hmm. Even if niggas don't know what I'm talking about, here's a little reference. Drake So Far Gone, his November 18th freestyle or a song is on that same beat. So that's why he rapped on it, because, you know, he loved Houston, right? So with that, JD sampled the bass line of a rock song. And when you hear the thing, you'd be like, oh, okay, I see where he got it from. But he did tweak it a little bit, and that's why it sounds like groovy and gangster. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, some of the good producers know how to take something that isn't hip hop and just know how to make it into. Because Sting, which the song that he sampled, right? I won't say black people don't listen to Sting, but niggas in the hood, his demographic don't listen to Sting. They wouldn't
listen to Sting.
Yeah, so when he takes that shit and raps on it, it's all new to them. So they're like, oh shit, this is crazy.
And it really is basically the same song. Like I don't know if y'all listened to the original Sting song. There's like, he really didn't change the beat. It's the same. Like,
and niggas know, like, shit, more money, more problems, nigga. How much did he add to that besides the bass line between the I'm coming out? He didn't really add too much.
No.
And that was kind of his strength. That's really, that's really the sauce. It's like keeping it simple but complicated, keeping it simple, but, you know, keeping it fire.
All right.
But yeah, that shit is weird to make that the song of the summer. But I guess it's because of a numbers thing. I guess when it came out, it did the most, and it was on charts for the longest and sold the most in its time of release. Because I think when we think of songs of the summer, we think of songs that like are moments. We think of songs that like we listen to one summertime, then the next summer, then the next summer. Like,
yeah,
you know, because I guess they never heard of Will Smith Summertime.
Nope, couldn't have.
You know what I'm saying? I guess they never heard of any of this. Never heard of Swag Surfing.
Nope. Never
heard of no Lil Jon songs. Never heard of no songs when niggas
they
was
never
outside.
heard Rihanna's Work
at all. Ooh, and Work was fire.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rihanna, man. I don't care if she never make another album, because she's gonna be a fucking, well, she is probably a billionaire by now.
She is.
Shout out to Fenty. But that last album, I'm not even a pop nigga, but that last album was good.
They don't remember no Drake in Summer 16, like
at all. Like, he was looking for revenge.
That's what I'm saying.
Summer 16.
I don't understand how they made this list. It is.
I don't know.
But
you never heard of Jay-Z, who literally dropped the album every summer for Mad Law, like. But I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, but I didn't mention the controversy around the song "I'll Be Missing You."
Oh, some people disagreed with that.
Sauce Money, one of the artists, one of Diddy's artists, said he missed out on $4 million. Another one of those people screwed over by Diddy, apparently.
Yeah.
He said that we did something as far as the publishing deal that I had, which is why I never really went at Puff, because we figured something out on that end. He said the song generates about $730,000 a year.
That's a nice check.
So you figure 10% of that is $73,000,
and that came out in '97.
Yes.
Let's just do quick maps. We ain't gonna figure it out, but that means that's seven. If that was the average, because you know it starts high and then probably goes down. So if that's how much it averages, right? And that was at least 24 years ago. 25 years ago, probably by now. 25 years times 730,000.
Yeah, no, So he was saying
that's some M's.
He said the song generates 700,000 a year. He said, so you figure 10% of that is 73,000, and 20% is 146,000. And he even said you multiply that by 24, 25. So if I had a problem with him, you could understand why, right?
Artists. Anybody listen to us, please make sure your contracts are straight, because you ain't gonna want to kill a nigga. You're gonna want to kill a nigga, revive him, and then kill him again over some money like that. Especially Sauce Money, who's like recognized amongst like hip hop. You gotta be a dead end hip hop head to know Sauce Money, okay? Because he's not known like that.
No.
But he's got verses on some classic records with your favorite artists. But he don't even got his own. I don't even know if he has an album at all. But, and that's no disrespect.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sauce Money. But, you know, niggas, this is why niggas like that be like, yo, nigga washed up. Nah, nigga probably got his pen on some shit that did numbers when it came out and still doing numbers now, and you don't even know a nigga situation. But that's also why niggas be having problems with Diddy. And, you know, I won't say my ties, because I've heard some shit too. But this is why, like, fam, like, do right by your people, because you gotta answer to God at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. This skin color, I know these white people tell y'all, you know, how to handle business, but like, yo, just do right by your people, bro. You can still get rich and do right by your people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, have your people be happy with more than just one album with you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some of the best talent that each generation makes, and they make one album with you and then they want to go somewhere else because you keep doing weird business deals, or they realize, yo, I could be making some money somewhere else. I can make money somewhere else and sell half.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that shit crazy.
That's gonna do it for hip hop shenanigans this week. Did you have anything you want to add? Or
congrats on having the song of every summer,
the greatest all-time song of summer.
Rest in peace, Biggie. Y'all niggas, but I feel like I just hate the name of it because we as black people are big on songs of the summer and summer songs.
Yeah.
So it's really weird to have that one be the song of the summer, because you know what usually is the song of the summer? Ass shaking, good energy, smiles. Maybe the kids like it. You know what I'm saying? Hot outside, sweat, all parties.
Fun stuff. Yeah.
That is not fun. Losing Biggie Smalls was not fun.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I was only a kid when this shit happened. I was 7 years old when that shit happened. I still shed some tears when watching Notorious and seeing that light flash at the end of the movie. Nigga, I saw that flash and I was like, oh shit. Nigga. Slight story, nigga. I was watching it with my homeboy, but I was like, his room was small. I was like close to the TV. I started tearing up a little bit. I tried to suck that shit in before I like turned around before he could see me. Because he was a Florida boy, so I don't know if he would feel the same. But
nope.
Bro, that shit still hits me, bro. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. Let's continue.
Sorry, never gonna get into our artist of the week. I'm sorry. The battle, this week's battle. Quan mentioned it a couple episodes back.
Was it Boozy versus Gay People? That's the battle?
That's his battle.
That battle's been going on for a month.
Yeah, but that's his battle. That's not the battle we talking about.
That is 16 at this point.
So this week's battle, like I said, Quan mentioned a couple episodes back. It's O-Red versus Calicoe.
Yeah, it was one of them joints where I just ended up liking, because I remember, I gotta say, we say like Calicoe may not be the greatest thing now, but this is why like I always have respect for Calicoe, because there was a reason why he got that Low Deluxe battle. He really was. For battle rap, he was the shit. Like at that time, he was that nigga. And he climbed up fast too, because he was still technically new, but niggas could not touch Calicoe, bro.
Yeah, this was when Calicoe was like one of the scariest niggas in the game, like
for
you
sure.
were saying.
For sure. Respect to Calicoe.
And everybody wanted to say that they had a piece, like they had a piece of Calicoe. Like, nah, bro, Calicoe. And everybody was really coming to Calicoe trying to make a bigger name by beating him.
Yeah.
So O-Red was just one of them niggas in line.
Yeah.
And O-Red, he been around for a long time, even at this point.
Yeah.
And this was one of them battles. It's not a smack battle. This was a UW battle, that's Arsenal's league, which don't even have no more. So UW, I was just happy to see Arsenal excited, because Arsenal was in the background hype as fuck this whole battle. Arsenal usually don't show this much emotion at battles.
Yeah. He always try to be mean bugging everybody all the time.
He really does. But it's like seeing him in the background, he don't got to do all that.
Yeah.
So he was just hype. He was hype as shit. Also, the battle was in Jersey, which O-Red's from Jersey, Arsenal's from Jersey,
Sue Surf
from Jersey, Suge from Jersey.
It was comfortable.
All the Jersey niggas teamed up, and it was hype.
Yeah.
All of Jersey was behind O-Red. I've never seen O-Red get this much support in my life.
Ever.
I'm not saying like O-Red's bad. It's not like he's bad. It's just people don't really be this hype for O-Red, I feel like.
O-Red definitely is, in my eyes, I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but he's always been one of those king average niggas. He's like just known for being average, but he survives. And with battles every day, it is like it's every sense of the word. It's a battle. Yeah. So even if you aren't if you aren't the greatest, if you can be in a room with niggas and niggas like, nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. You got killed 17,000 times. We can't talk to you. Like, you still can get respect. You know what I'm saying? Just for being in the battle and surviving.
Yeah, just for putting on a good battle, niggas gonna respect you and they'll still book you. Like, niggas ain't gonna hate on you.
Yeah, and he's homies with the niggas that was top tier, like Sue Surf, Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
O-Red, one of them niggas, dog, where he been in the game. He don't really got no drama, which I appreciate. Like, he ain't got no beefs with nobody. He don't got no real gang feuds. Like, he do his rap shit. He chill. He hang out. Niggas don't really be running around bothering O-Red.
You know what he's like? Because, there's always Goku. There's a Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? There's even a Piccolo. He's like a TN. You know what I'm saying? We respect TN. You know what I'm saying?
I do respect TN.
We respect TN. Because when he mattered, he did his shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, niggas ascended crazy. Hey, at the end of the day, last time I checked, TN's still a human. You know what I'm saying? But we still respect him. He's like, yo, He came through, did his shit. He still matter. I fuck with TN.
Yeah, he ain't no hoe ass Yamcha.
Yeah, he ain't. And I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Niggas talk shit about Yamcha. I still talk shit about Yamcha, but them niggas need to change that game. What game was it?
Which one? The one we was playing?
Yeah, the more
Dragon Ball Fighters.
That game, fire ass game. Shout out to y'all, fire ass game. But them niggas make Yamcha actually a good fighter. Like I like choosing Yamcha.
Everybody in the game has to be good in their own way.
Yeah, but Yamcha's always been trash. So if he was trash in that game, it would make sense. But he's kind of good. Like I've chosen him against you a few times.
Yeah.
But like you know how like you choose 3, be like, all right, I'm gonna choose some new niggas. I want to try some new shit. But I got one person just in case these people fuck up. Yamcha was kind of that for me a little bit. Like he was like, yo, if shit get crazy,
I'm gonna have to pull out this Wolfang fist.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If shit get real grand, we run up in niggas' houses. That's my word, son. You know what I mean? Like Yamcha is decent in that game.
Oh yeah,
for sure. But yeah, O-Red and Calicoe, it was an interesting battle just because like if I did like seeing O-Red get like that praise a little bit, so he had the confidence and shit. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, that was Calicoe. Calicoe was an undefeatable beast at that time, and I felt like he was keeping up without trying really.
That's what made it worse to me. Is O-Red put on probably one of the best O-Red performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, I feel like this,
honestly,
this was his shit.
He was in here. He really didn't do nothing wrong in my eyes. Calicoe wasn't trying. Calicoe had short rounds. He would made jokes the whole time.
And Calicoe ain't even a jokey nigga.
Nah, Calicoe really don't.
Calicoe ain't watch cartoons, my nigga. He was too busy being in the streets.
So like to see younger Calicoe not giving a fuck in the time when he was taking niggas' heads off
and still doing his shit too. Like,
that's how you know he didn't care about O-Red. He didn't take O-Red serious at all.
At all.
I was like, damn, you ain't even trying. Like,
yeah.
He ended every round with jokes. Like,
bro.
He was legit doing antics. Like, Calicoe don't do that type of shit.
It was funny, bro. But since when does Calicoe do funny? Calicoe don't do funny.
He don't.
Like a motherfucking
at least
joke,
not
maybe?
on purpose.
Yeah. So that was what was entertaining to me. It was like he clearly was not trying and still doing this shit. He was like Av.
Oh, it was just like when Av murdered that nigga.
It was a white dude, right?
No, it was a black dude. It was a nigga from Jersey. His name was Jay something.
Was it Jay Nightwing?
No, it was not Jay Nightwing. But Av has battled Jay Nightwing. That had a great battle. Oh, it's Jay something.
Yeah, it was definitely somebody. Was it JC?
No, it was not.
But it was definitely somebody like that was like kind of known. He was just like, he clearly was like, I don't care about this battle,
hardest.
But he still was like,
he was trying his hardest, bro. He was trying his hardest, and then the lady behind her was eating her chicken hard as hell too. She was definitely eating during their battle. And Av didn't give a damn about none of that shit.
I remember that. Oh shit, I can't remember the nigga name, but yeah. Shout out to Av.
Av humbly murdered that nigga. And Av, he told him, "You don't give a fuck about you, right? The only reason I'm here is because of the money.
Yeah,
I would never battle a nigga like you."
Kept saying that shit, bro.
That's so disrespectful.
Kept saying that shit, bro. You know what? Yo, let me say right now, cause like niggas clown me for having goods bias. I remember when Goods went against, I think it was Rome, and he tried to do the same shit. He tried to be like, I don't give a fuck about this battle, just because I guess Goods don't see himself battling a nigga like Rome, like it's a style clash. So I get it, but he didn't kill a nigga. Like he was just there, and I feel like Rome still kind of outdid him because Rome is really good. You know what I'm saying? But Av was like, I don't give a fuck about this battle, and I'm still gonna beat you. And he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bad. Like he definitely did that shit.
He did exactly that.
But yeah, fam. First round, bro. First round, O-Red went first. And O-Red was doing pretty good.
Yeah, he
really
was.
He was doing like C+ level work because it wasn't crazy stuff, but it was good. It was hitting because the crowd was fucking with him.
The crowd was loving this nigga.
Loving this nigga, bro. Like it was Jersey.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna hold you. I was upset when there was obvious filler lines. You know what I'm saying? Like for one, like niggas these days. I think I really realized how much niggas have gotten better from those days. It's like niggas really trying to make every fucking bar. Shout out to Geechee Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga was like, I think it was in the third round or something. Nigga was like, does this nigga look like he would shoot something? No, Jersey. Does this nigga look like he would shoot something? Nigga, get to the point.
Niggas be doing so much crowd interaction. That's one of the things I really do hate It's like I didn't hate it before, but now that I've gotten so used to the smaller battles, I appreciate niggas just doing their rounds and getting it over with.
Yeah, I do too.
Now that crowds are back, I'm gonna have to get back to waiting for niggas to calm down.
I like the small crowds. I didn't like when it was no crowd, but I did like it with a small crowd because we can still get the reaction, but then we can still move on with our fucking lives instead of having 100 niggas trying to calm 100 niggas down.
And one battle take an hour. It's like, dog, chill out. Also, you mentioned Geechee. Geechee is going against Iron Solomon in October.
I might watch that, see if Iron Solomon still got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it was yeah. I think we can move on to the we can just move on to the scores.
You would just scrape the scores?
Yeah,
Let me see what I gotta say.
Oh yeah, you got some notes? All right, cool.
I got some notes. So O-Red's first, like you said, it was just an okay round for him, but the crowd was all over this nigga, and Arsenal was losing his shit in the background. Arsenal was jumping around,
like, get that nigga,
hype as fuck.
Yeah, O-Red.
Cal goes. That was probably been the shortest Calicoe round of all time. He mainly talked about Suge too. He ain't even talk about O-Red most of this battle. He ain't talking about O-Red's like the third round.
That's the funny thing.
Most of this battle was spent going at all the Jersey niggas behind O-Red.
Cause that's what's gangster. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That's why I fuck with Calicoe. That's some gangster shit. Like you supposed to look like oh okay, because I think this is also after the Detroit thing where Arsenal and Shaka Suge almost lost their fucking lives. Let's just be real. Almost lost their lives in Detroit.
Yeah,
that shit is famous. A lot, but I guess it was supposed to be like the reverse thing, because it's like now a Detroit niggas in Jersey, but they forget that Calicoe's a real nigga, ain't scared none of that shit, ain't going for none of that shit. So the nigga was like, oh, I just did this battle because the nigga thought I wasn't gonna pop out, and Jersey was fucking with that shit. And it was like, that nigga real, that nigga behind enemy lines, and he comfortable, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come through and shoot New Jersey up. Come through and hit a stain for Nito. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, and then he ended that round off by saying that O-Red looked like Whoopi Goldberg from Sister Act 2. I was like, oh, I didn't see this coming. Calicoe don't really make jokes like that.
And proceeded to take a picture of the nigga and then show it to the crowd. Nigga said, nigga thought he was gonna lose. Nigga think he was gonna win this battle too. Not looking like Whoopi Goldberg from Sister Act 2. And if you've never seen Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act 2, this is how Whoopi Goldberg look in Sister Act 2.
It didn't hold the picture up.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was funny. So
that
then,
shit was funny.
in the second, O-Red came out, and like you could tell O-Red really put effort in his round. Because every round he had a goal.
Yeah.
Every round had a theme to it.
Yeah.
The second round,
asking his homies, can I talk that shit to him?
Yeah, that was the third. In the second, he was calling him out for biting. Basically saying that his whole style is copying other niggas' style, and that's the only reason he hot right now. Like that was what his whole second was mainly about.
I feel like he had some good reference points too. Like,
he had the man came with receipts. Honestly, it's like I feel like he executed his round well.
This is probably like, I'm not watching too much O-Red. I feel like this was definitely O-Red at his best.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm not mad at it.
He did great.
It's just versus Calicoe.
And then Cal came out. Cal had another fun round. He called out all of Jersey. Then he started impersonating Bill Collector.
See, this is why I fuck with Bill Collector, because niggas try to act like they don't fuck with Bill Collector, but that nigga was funny. That nigga was known for having funny. He would have good bars, and he would be actually funny, and he would actually like rapping shit to a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, that shit, I love that shit, nigga. I'm so beyond Reggie. I'm so whatever nigga said it got a rondo. Blowing nigga head, now your name? John Doe. I got the chopper. I got the chopper. I fuck around and pop him. O-Red and Baca. That shit was fire to me. I don't care what nobody said, bro.
Okay.
I fucked with that shit, bro.
Then he, after that, he called him one of the Haitians from Bad Boys, too.
The Haitian from Bad Boys. And if you've never seen the Haitian from Bad Boys 2, here's the Haitian from Bad Boys 2.
That's how he ended that round. And then O-Red came out in the third. And I said, the third round felt like a victory lap for O-Red. Like, he was talking all his shit. It called all his homies out. He was referencing all the other Jersey niggas behind him. Like, you could tell he felt the love in the room that night. And
he
like
was comfortable.
you could tell by his energy, he felt like he murdered Cal. Like he was just like, yo, I did the absolute best I could do.
Yeah.
He performed to the best of his abilities, and he was happy about it. You
like,
could tell.
I did my shit, boy.
Yeah.
I represented for Jersey.
He really did.
He didn't Jersey himself out of it.
No.
I appreciate that.
And then Cal came out and told his story.
Once upon a time, nigga.
He basically, the story was calling Old Red a simp, like, and being like a Captain Save-A-Ho, because this groupie was trying to get with Calicoe, and it was just like, man, Old Red was in here kissing that hoe in the mouth. It was like, but all kinds of stuff.
It was I loved it, bro.
The story was funny.
He freestyled a whole story. And
Old Red was laughing too, because it was funny. Everybody was laughing. And then after that, he basically, after the story, he ended it off by throwing out some usual Calicoe threats. You know, he has to threaten the nigga at least once around. Yeah. He said he pull up on Old Red's address. I don't know why he put Old Red's connecting streets out on the internet like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Necessary.
Looking at it now, I was like, that's actually kind of dangerous.
Yeah, you don't just do that to niggas.
I was like, I hope it was kind of far away from him or something.
Yeah.
And then double down on it. He was like, nigga, you trying to act like that's not where you from? Like, nigga, I got real niggas jersey. And that's exactly what he said.
I was like, why would you say that? Who does that?
I'm like, nigga, rappers still get murdered in their own hometown, bro.
Exactly, dog.
You gotta chill, Calicoe.
So, yeah, that was basically Calicoe's performance. Calicoe just up there having fun, which he really doesn't do.
For sure.
We can get off in the scores now.
Yeah, he was having fun with that shit, boy. That nigga was not threatening the entire battle, bro.
Oh, nah. But I could tell that he wasn't trying to intimidate Old Red either. It felt like him and Old Red is cool.
Yeah.
Because like even when he told the stories, like, yeah, we cool. Like he wasn't doing no bully type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Still disrespected him though. Still a battle.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Especially in the story. Man, that nigga looked crazy in the story. And then to make it even worse, like Calicoe was like looking at the nigga. He was like, you know it's true. And the nigga was like, nigga, you right. He was like, he was giving nigga the face. He was like, bruh. He's like, you going front like, ah. He even had freaking K-Shine behind him, all hyped too. And I didn't even notice. I didn't notice until I watched it before. I was like, that was Tay-Rock behind K-Shine.
Oh yeah, he had. Oh, and it was Serious Jones was over there was surfing them. Like it was all the battle rap niggas was there that night. This battle was a big deal apparently.
Yeah,
he had K-Shine and Tay-Rock behind him, and this is pre Tay-Rock and Sue Surf becoming gun titles.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
These niggas on opposing sides. But I forgot how Old Red called out T-Rex. Yeah. And it was deeply bothering K-Shine because K-Shine said, I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. K-Shine always looked angry all the time. It was so bad he looked angry for like the first 2 seconds, then he had to calm down. And then he started laughing.
He started laughing.
I'll still kill you. But at first he was like, I'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kill you. He like he wanted battle right then and there, bro.
Yeah. Like, nigga, T-Rex ain't even here. You gonna defend T-Rex like this?
Man, I guess he was dot mob at the time. So,
yeah, he was still dot.
You know.
That's the battle.
Yeah. Good battle.
It was good.
It was a good casual battle. It wasn't like nothing amazing, but it was entertaining.
Another good thing I liked, it was only 35 minutes beginning to end. Yeah. I like battles to get in and get out.
Yeah.
It wasn't no whole bunch of filler and niggas beefing and niggas. No, it was the rounds and then it ended.
Yeah. Side note, bro, we enjoyed reviewing these battles for y'all that don't even watch battle rap. It's the funniest thing to me. It's gonna remain the funniest thing to me ever. But we enjoy, giving these battle reviews to y'all. But I low-key do dread anytime he's like, all right, we're going to do such and such versus such and such. And I look at the shit and it's like 56 minutes. I'm just like, a fucking hour of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you might miss some shit. You might have to rewind some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I had to be the one that writes down the bars. And then don't let it be a new battle. That means that the lyrics ain't written up.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to write the shit, repeat the shit. Like this one, I guess this battle wasn't that popular because it wasn't transcribed on Genius. Some of the battles do be that. Yeah. Shout out to y'all for doing that. I appreciate it. It does help sometimes. Especially times where I wait until the last minute to watch my shit.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely helps. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into these scores.
All right. Crowd control.
Red, I gave him a 4. I feel like I wanted to give him a 5, but I feel like it would have been like a little bit, I don't know. Like, I feel like it wasn't a 5 because like, okay, this might be a little biased, but I feel like it was a 4 only because it wasn't 5 material warranting the 5 reaction. I feel like it was just because he was in Jersey, but I feel like even he was doing his shit too. But even sometimes when the bars will be weak, they would still react. And it's like, I felt like they were just doing it just because of bias. I don't know. I couldn't give it a 5. I couldn't give it a 5. Calicoe, I gave it a 4. I gave him a 4 also.
I gave Calicoe a 3, and I gave
Really?
Red a 5.
On Crack Control? Really?
Yes.
They was fucking with Calicoe.
They was not fucking with him at the same level that was fucking with Old Red. 3 is average. He had average crowd participation. They didn't really start liking him
Until the third.
Till the third. His first 2 rounds, they really only reacted to his jokes, which was at the end of his rounds. Before that, they were just waiting for it to be done so they could be yelling for Old Red some more. And then Old Red, that nigga couldn't fuck up. No matter what he said, they was gonna get hyped. Because again, they was in Jersey.
I give it. I guess I get it. I get it.
But like, yeah, and in comparison to each other, Old Red clearly had the crowd on his side. Completely. No matter what he said.
I just didn't want to give him a 5 because I was like, I feel like it wasn't 5 material.
Is it because he didn't leapfrog over somebody? Is it because he didn't jump into the crowd?
That might have been the only nigga missed from the battle of New Jersey Twerk.
Yeah, but
he wasn't Twerk.
It is before Twerk. Yeah.
It was before he was Twerk, but yeah, nigga, Shotgun Sugar was right there in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, yeah. I respected giving a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel confused that Calicoe getting a 3 though. I do feel like he was doing his shit, but you know, all right. Delivery. Red, I gave him a 4. I feel like he was delivering the shit really well. It was put together well. You could tell he really tried.
Mm-hmm.
Like he rehearsed these shits. You know what I'm saying? Like this battle showed me why he may be Red. Like the name he does have, it showed me why he has it. And for Calicoe, I gave him also a 4.
I gave Calicoe a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I gave Red a 5. I really enjoyed his performance. Okay. Maybe because I watched Red enough. I know how he raps, and I've seen him do worse delivery. Yeah. But like, I felt like Red was just in his bag this night. He really didn't do anything wrong that I could think of. So
I respect it.
I had to give him the 5.
I respect it.
Haymakers,
I gave Red a 3.
Okay.
And Calicoe, I gave him a 4. I really like Calicoe's bars on that. I think it's probably showing that like when I would watch, because this was the battle I recommended.
Yes.
I watched this because I like Calicoe, not because I like Red.
Okay. I feel that.
So I'll admit some bias here.
Yeah. And I'm going to be unbiased. I gave Calicoe a 2, and I gave Red a 4.
Nigga, wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. On Haymakers, my nigga?
He didn't say anything until the third with the story.
What you mean?
His first 2 rounds were, I'm going to talk about nothing for a couple minutes. I'm going to talk about everybody but you, and then I'm going to tell a joke about you and end my round.
Hey, I respect this, son. 1,000 freaking battles. Sometimes you might have to battle a nigga and not battle that nigga, right?
So,
I'm a rapper, Bill Collector, because I know that they don't like me. Boom, bap, boom, bap. That's from the rifle. Chopper have a nigga leaning like the iPhone. I don't know what it is. Niggas imitating Bill Collector is the funniest thing to me because they always gotta bounce and be funny as shit. That's really the shit he be doing.
That's why I gave Red a 4 for Haymakers and Calicoe a 2. He almost got a 3. If he would have had, if his first round wouldn't have been 45 seconds, he might have got a 3. But his first round was like 45 seconds. Okay. His second round, barely 2 minutes. And his third was his funniest and his best round overall.
All right. I mean, hey, I'm sure our audience wants us to disagree for once. Usually
we like, just because we talk shit to each other, we usually don't be disagreeing about battles. Because like we try to be as objective as possible. Like, look, bro, it is what it is when it comes to the battles. But
I'll memorize this one. I definitely like. I only remember this battle because I liked what Calicoe did. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna hold you. Watching this for this review was the first time I realized like, Red actually did alright.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I thought he got trashed, but I didn't care what he did. But this time I was like, Red actually did alright.
Yeah. Zone.
I gave Red a 4 on Zone.
Okay.
He was definitely in his zone, in his bag.
Mm-hmm.
And Calicoe, I gave him a 4 because he was also pretty confident as well.
I gave
Red a 5 and I gave Calicoe a 2.
I gave Red a 5 because he did nothing wrong to hold back on the flawless victory, in my opinion. Yeah. And I give Calicoe a 3.
Okay.
His rounds weren't bad; they were just short, and they were set up weird. Like
I respect
How were all your rounds about everybody but the nigga you battling, except for one round?
I mean, that shows the disrespect. It's like I don't care about you so much that I'm not even gonna rap about you. I'm gonna rap about all your niggas, because all your niggas is top tier niggas or known niggas. So
yeah, it's true, and that's why he got a 12 and Overhead got a 19.
I gave Overhead a 15 and I gave Calicoe 16. Good battle. Good shit. Good shit on both sides too. I got my Calicoe bias, but Overhead definitely did his shit. But let me get to these bars. Overhead, you played shooting guard for Ranford, right? I wreck it, nigga. That shit is proof that you ain't earned your street credit, nigga. Cause I was on a block with the Rock, with that one cop, sweating niggas. You was off the block with the Rock for that jump shot, sweating, nigga.
You was really into that bar.
I was liking that shit because the way he delivered it was like just so confident.
Because he did like, wipe his forehead as he said sweating, nigga. He did.
It was the way he said it. It was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I hate up north niggas that up north niggas will make regular shit sound funny. Niggas will dish you for playing basketball.
Yeah,
he really play basketball all the time. He was like,
yeah, he was like, nah, how you gonna be here talking gangster talk, but you like to play basketball,
nigga?
Like what?
You like sports, nigga.
This nigga plays sports. Like what?
How you talk about shooting niggas and you got a wonderful jump shot? I seen you. You got great form, nigga. Like, fuck out of here, nigga.
It's like that's not damaging at all. Niggas can't do fun stuff.
Niggas love doing that shit, bro. Niggas love doing that shit, bro. Nigga, you bought the Call of Duty when it just came out, nigga. You was a gaming ass nigga.
Exactly. Hey, y'all, check this out. This nigga's a great father. Fuck wrong with him. Like that's how niggas be acting in battle rap.
Look at this fuck nigga got an A on the test. Hey, you a nerd, nigga. Look at you out here knowing shit. Fuck, is you educated now, nigga?
Like, what? How is this an insult? That's really how it would be. Like, how are these things insults?
It's the funniest shit. Yo, I hate it about us, but I love it about us. So we can make good shit like disrespectful and funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know how offended you know how I get low key offended when somebody is like, you had a good home, like you grew up good.
Like, nah, nigga, it was rough, dog. Fuck that shit.
It's like, I feel like a nigga call you pussy. It was like, nigga, you had a good life. Excuse me, nigga. You want to fight? Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit crazy.
My life was horrible, nigga.
You know what I mean?
My power was always going up.
Always off, nigga. You know what I mean? You never slapboxed a rat before, nigga. You had actual pets, nigga. Your baloney had a first name, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
With Calicoe, let's talk Tsunami Surf. I mean Rajon Cox. I mean all that talk will fuck around and get Rajon shot. I show up to Rajon with a blindfold, get Rajon John Doe, put 9 to Rajon back and leave Rajon rondoed.
That was one of the best things he said.
That was definitely. Yeah. What up, Jersey? They acting like I wasn't gonna show up. It's Ultimate Warrior, but these niggas be acting like Gold Dust.
That one was good too.
I wanted to keep it. I was gonna keep it the way it was, but I was like, the wrestling reference.
Had to.
And most niggas don't talk about Gold Dust, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that shit.
This might be like the 3rd week you've mentioned Gold Dust.
I'm trying to keep that shit going, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas be forgetting about Dusty Rhodes, you know what I mean? Niggas be forgetting about Gold Dust, so I'm keeping his name alive for all the wrong reasons. Nigga like that shit not be recognized, nigga, but I'm gonna keep it happening.
That nigga's finisher was the Shattered Dreams, and he would kick you in the balls.
That shit was crazy, nigga. Shout out to Gangrel, nigga. I'm gonna start recognizing all the wrestlers that like aren't recognized no more. Okay. But I remember them niggas when they was outside just because they had like crazy characters.
Mm-hmm.
We may not give a fuck about them wrestling or they never had no titles, but like, when they came out, I'd be like, nigga, that looks like a whole vampire. And he was definitely the ugliest nigga out of him, Edge, and Christian.
The Brood, that's what they said.
The Brood, you see, I'm forgetting the name. Yeah, that nigga was obviously ugly. But yeah, good battle, good shit. You know what I mean? Rajon was rondoed.
All right, you know I mean? You ready to get an artist of the week?
Yeah, you go first.
My artist of the week, Tsunami Surf. He dropped his new album Until Further Notice. Sue Surf. Probably the only battle rapper's music I've listened to and liked.
Definitely. I'll say that too. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sue Surf. He hit me up for a beat. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
But he's definitely he's one of the people like when he drops some music, I'm down to listen to it. Like
yeah. I remember he was almost XXL freshman a couple years ago.
I wish he would have got it because it definitely would have been a different level of success for battle rappers.
Definitely, because I remember it was
would have had a great freshman freestyle too.
Oh, it would have been crazy.
Some of these niggas.
Because it was that year where they was letting people like they showed some of the contenders, like they did like many interviews with them, and they was like saying like, yeah, I think like I deserve to be a freshman because like it was the same year Tierra Whack was on it. Because I remember seeing her video saying I deserve to be extra freshman because I remember I saw the Surf did one too, but he wasn't selected. But
shout out to Tierra Whack, you know what I mean? Philly representative, black woman representative. Weird niggas represent her because she is a character. She's a weird person.
She's a good rapper though.
Yeah, for sure. I consider like a I hate people make comparisons, but like a modern day Missy Elliott, which I'm cool with that. We could use more Missy Elliott's. You know what I'm saying? We have plenty. We have the baby. We have Lil Baby. We have 2 fucking babies. You know what I'm saying? But we could use more, Missy Elliott's and shit like that. Like, not saying she's just like that, but like people that are original and weird and come with a different style and can rap their ass off.
Yeah.
Tierra Whack could definitely rap her ass off. I just need another mixtape or something, okay? I've been holding on to the same 15-minute mixtape that you made years ago with 15 tracks, and they're all 1 minute. I was already pissed off that some of them songs was already a minute because some of them shits was bangers.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, is it going to be a full version? Never happened. I would just like for, that talent to make some an album, a tape, something, you know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Tierra Whack.
So who's your artist of the week?
My artist of the week, believe it or not, because I always got to come with 2 because that's just how I do. Baby Keem. For those that know, he recently came out with a song with Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties. Got the energy, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with it. Anybody that doesn't listen to Baby Keem, but you like Kendrick Lamar, so you probably heard the song. What you got from Baby Keem is pretty much, I won't say that's all his style, but that's pretty much like a great majority of him. It's gonna be turned up. He's got everything except for lyrics at this point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he ain't gonna say too much, but the tone's gonna be fire, the beat's gonna be fire, the flow's gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? The energy and vibe is gonna be all fire. You know what I'm saying? He just might not say nothing that sticks with you a little bit. You know what I mean? But I fucks with it because as a producer, one thing I'm trying to master is the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So Baby Keem, I fuck with the shit, and I look for him to only grow from this point, especially being Kendrick cousin and shit. Since Kendrick's smoking on top 5s and shit. But and speaking of Kendrick Lamar, real quick, shout out to Dead in Hip Hop. They just had Odd Fridays. You know what I'm saying? It was TDE versus Dreamville. I mean, Kendrick is still TDE at this point, so he was involved in that. You know what I'm saying?
And
doing his thing.
They won by a lot. Respect to FIFO. He had Dreamville. I don't know what niggas expecting him to do. He put up a good fight, bro. He tried.
He definitely really put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas talk shit about his music selection. He put up a good fight. It was one of those things like there was like we usually have talks about like his selection and shit, and we're like, yo, there's no way he's gonna win. And then sometimes it'd be close. There was no way. I didn't see how this was gonna.
We would have needed multiple Love Sosa situations to happen for FIFO to win.
Yeah, multiple. Like, you can't put freaking the Golden State Warriors, in their prime versus like I don't know the Suns or some shit.
The Suns just won the championship this year.
Because I know basketball, right? All right.
No, it wasn't the Suns. It was the Bucks. They played against the Suns. Almost won. I take it back.
Put them against,
so the Suns are still a great team.
Put them against. I don't know who. Does anybody matter from the Orlando Magic?
No, the Magic are a bad team.
Yeah, you can say that. Or just any team that only has one good player, not a good player that niggas actually form around and make a good team. Like only just one good player. One of them situations because TDE nigga everybody they actually have a starting 5.
Oh no, TDE I knew it was a problem because I knew he wasn't beating J-Rock, Schoolboy, or Ab-Soul. Like Ab-Soul was the closest he could have come to beating him.
Nigga, they would have some trouble with Reason.
Yeah, he did.
Reason's a good 6 man, bro. He's a good 6 man. Shout out to Reason. I do have to listen to your latest tape.
It's good. I listened to that one.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing bad from him before. But yeah. Baby Keem and I'll say shout out to Lil Brother, man. Lil Brother. I was listening to this shit. Re-download their mixtapes, The Separate But Equal and then Justice for All. I do miss because it's without the DJs. So like me being from the blog era and mixtape DJ era, it does feel a little weird to listen to these songs and not have like the Mick Boogie tags and DJ Drama on the shit. But it's still good music. That was what I really got it for. It was good music. You know what I mean? But Lil Brother, man. Lil Brother. Fonte, Big Pooh. You know what I mean? I hope they're doing well, prospering in life. You know. Good brothers right there. Baby
Cool.
Keem and Lil Brother.
All right. Yeah, that's our artist of the week.
I just realized that. So we have Da Baby, Lil Baby, and Baby Keem.
And Sada Baby.
Sada Baby. Shit. There's probably more babies out there, too.
Oh, gotta be.
There's definitely more babies out there.
Ain't none of mine, though. So, yeah.
That baby don't look like me.
That's going to do it for this episode of Hold Down Podcast. Quan, tell them where to find you at.
You can find me in the bathroom farting because I got gas right now. But if you want to find me online, you can find me at SAYQUAND on your social medias. That's Facebook, Twitter, IG. Highlight me on IG. I'm on there. Twitter sometimes, Facebook never. Okay, and you can also find me at BeatStars on BeatStars, SAYQUAN.BeatStars.com. Highlight me. You know what I'm saying? I got beats for sale. You know what I mean? All kinds of styles, all kinds of genres. You know what I mean? Hip hop, let's do it. Aren't even some R&B up in there. You know what I'm saying? Got them for the Lowski. You know what I mean? Get some money with me. Feel me? But yeah, where can they find you at, Bloody?
They want to talk to me. All my socials are the same. At Not Bloodbath. Talk to me at Talkback. Be on Twitter, IG, you know. Then if you want to talk to the show, you know what I'm saying? You want to tweet at us at Hold It Down Pod.
You dig?
Let us know how much of a fan you are of this great product.
You dig?
And I want to make sure, just since you're already over here on the YouTube,
You
make
dig?
sure you like and subscribe, you know, hit that thumbs up, tell a friend, leave a comment as well. But then if you're not on the YouTube, if you just listen to the audio, whichever podcast platform that you're on, give us a review. It helps the show.
Yeah, man. Leave us a comment. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us. We talk back.
Always.
You know what I mean? He be in the Discord. He be
I
in
do
all
be on
that.
Discord.
You know what I'm saying? He is thoroughly reachable. You know what I'm saying? I give him credit for that because he don't even like talking to niggas.
I do
but
not.
to y'all, he'll talk to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He extends himself for that. He's putting in the effort. I respect him for that, even though I don't respect his ugly shirt. You know what I'm saying? But we can conclude this. You know what I mean? We keep it moving. Another episode wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. Pod gods. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing this thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Shitting on the competition.
What he said.
Shitting. Pooping. That's a Fabio Foreign bar.
That's sad.
It is sad.
So,
Side note, one last thing before because I did say I'm not going to listen to Donda, but I am a Fabio Foreign fan, and niggas have really been talking about that Fabio Foreign verse on the Donda song, like whatever song he was on Donda, and not saying Fabio can't rap, but that is a little surprising to me that niggas is like, nah, he the GOAT, he did the greatest first. It's surprising to me. It's surprising. They're saying he had the best verse on the album, so I will be listening to that song just to hear that verse. Because CLB and Donda, these are two albums that had like the most, like they had mad features from like the best people in the industry.
that's true.
So for niggas to be saying he had the best verse on there and like almost unbiased, like it's not just Fabio's people saying that. Like I'm seeing people generally say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check out the song and see what he did. You know what I mean? But that's gonna be it.
And that's going to be it for this episode.
For
So
sure.
make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
And remember, the South going to hold it down.
Pip pip dilly do, bitches.